All right there, good people. It's me, good old Morris, and I'm here showing you some of this arson in the city of Detroit. Don't you know, just about every night we have fires. And these fires are not just by chance. This is arson. And anybody would have a right to have their own conspiracy theories when these kind of fires, they happen in the city of Detroit just about every damn night. And this is the Dave Being administration, the SNYDER administration. Earlier today, Dave Being made his announcement on what SNYDER has to say on his decision to whether or not bring an emergency manager into the city of Detroit after the people of the city of Detroit and throughout the state of Michigan got on corners every damn where, getting all kind of signatures, left and right, to repeal this Public Act 4 dictatorship law that SNYDER wanted to put on Detroit in total collaboration, total help from Dave Being and the Detroit City Council. And these are black people, a black mayor, a black city council. And you would think that your interests would be what they're all about in doing. But it is not. This fire that you're looking at comes from this area over here on the east side of Detroit. And I can talk about how black it is, but in the city of Detroit, it's black every goddamn where. There are no neighborhoods where you just have white people. The only area in Detroit where you have something different than black people would be Mexican Town, where there's a lot of Puerto Ricans and you have Mexicans and other Latino people. And that's a rather small percentage compared to the entirety of the city of Detroit. Other than that, it's black people everywhere. And oh, how sweet it is. And that's why we find ourselves under siege the way we are. This Dave Being administration, they set fires in the city of Detroit just about every goddamn night, good people, so that they can clear this land out. Your Detroit City Council just gave away all of this land from Jefferson Avenue and Van Dyke all the way to St. Jean, up to Mack and back to Van Dyke. That's a very, very, very large square area of land, inhabited by us, my old stomping grounds where I went to high school, Detroit Southeastern High School. Much of the land over in this large square area of land, which needs to be developed for the people who live there, has been taken over and given away, pennies on the dollar, to this Hantz Farm group, H-A-N-T-Z. Sounds pretty German to me. Detroit, you should be shaking in your goddamn boots every time you cruise down Jefferson Avenue and you pass St. Jean and you look at the new immigration building and they're beefing it up. Looks to me like they're trying to clear this land out and get all of us black folk out of here and create themselves a brand new German town. At your expense, of course. This fire you looking at represents Dave Being in total collaboration with the Detroit City Council to give Rick SNYDER whatever the hell he wants, a white boy, in your black town. And this is not about being prejudiced. This is about black folk being fucked over and disrespected. There's a war going on in the city of Detroit, and war is declared on you, black Detroit. We fought to save Belle Isle, and that council would not let it out of committee. And I want to thank Councilwoman Joanne Watson, and I'll thank Councilman Kwame Kenyatta for not allowing that Belle Isle initiative, the takeover of Belle Isle, would not allow it out of committee. And I say thanks to all of us proud Detroiters who love our people, who love our city, and who were willing to fight for our city and our people because it meant that much to us. This is yet the second fire tonight, and this fire has been going on for well over an hour now. This fire is getting worse as it goes on. Unbelievable. Because they're not just setting fires in the daytime now. They're getting real low with it, people. They're on the low. These some low-life, low-down motherfuckers you dealing with. Dave Bing and his arson crew are setting fires at nighttime in the city of Detroit. There's nothing as depressing or nothing as ugly as a fire, but at nighttime, for me, I think that's just about the ugliest. And this is the kind of shit that you will be dealing with in the city of Detroit when you're dealing with Dave Bing and this council that nobody voted for. You have a clerk's office who rigs every election. So quality of life in the city of Detroit, there is none. In the summertime, oh, we in Detroit, we've always been just about one of the best goddamn swing towns you would find any damn where. Real party city. The corruption that we have in the city of Detroit, they have taken the party and the swing out of Detroit. And in the best time of the year, in the summertime, you don't have a motherfucking thing to do in the city of Detroit. You can't go to Belle Isle. They're closing up all of your damn parks. Close up all your goddamn schools. Pay DTE, your city council paid DTE $150 million goddamn dollars to turn your lights off and have you live in a dark city. So in the summertime, you won't see people walking around in the city of Detroit, my proud city, because all people want to do is hurry up and get home. Because it's so dark out there. You know, you're worried about what can happen to you. This fire is only intensifying. In the city of Detroit, they're clearing out large areas of this city. All I really can do is take these pictures or do this video. I was going to just take pictures, but this is a real dirty, low-down ass fire here. Because this fire is only intensifying. So this could be a whole block or two that Dave Bing is setting on fire. This looks to be, oh, I don't know, somewhere on Van Dyke, in the very area where the Detroit City Council, this land you're looking at, where this fire is currently, it's currently ablaze. It's a very area that your Detroit City Council handed over to the Hantz Farm group, H-A-N-T-Z, German motherfucking group. And they're clearing out more land. I see fires like this all the time. Right in this area. They're clearing out land. It's pure arson by Dave Bing and Rich Snyder. And your traitorous and treasonous 6 council members. Councilwoman Chantel Jenkins, Gary Brown, Councilman, Councilman Tate, Councilman Spivey, Councilman Kockrel, and what's that other one? Councilman Pugh. It's just a damn shame is what it is. You get no help from them downtown. They're puppets. They basically do whatever the fuck white people tell their ass to do. These are the type of black elected officials, sellouts, who are afraid of white people, good people, in a 93% black city. And you know, I don't want to hear all of that 85% black and 80% black. Detroit was 80% black back in the goddamn 60s. Here we are, 2013. Detroit is well over 90%. You better believe it's somewhere around 93. Could be more. I know what and who live in the city of Detroit. But there's a real effort to make those numbers much smaller. We're being put in districts now. Why in the world would you be the majority people of over 90% black and you go to a district form of government to minimize your political power, your voting power, your overall goddamn power? Good people, when you sit around and I was getting ready to talk about how so many of us believe what we see on the news when the news media is tied up into the damn corruption. They'll put a twist, they'll put their spin on every situation in Detroit and make it seem like what's bad is good and what's good is bad. What's right is wrong, what's wrong is right. But there's clearly something wrong here with this fire here. Because normally around here when there's a fire, the fire would usually be over. The fire would usually be over, I would say, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. And this fire here has only intensified Detroit. And this is not by chance. This is by design. This fire is getting bigger and bigger and bigger as the time goes by on this fire. You should be outraged, Detroit. You should be outraged. I don't know why you won't post up down there at council and deal with those council people. If only people were aware of what's really going on in our town. If the people only rose up and were really in the true spirit of what Dr. King taught us. The man taught our asses how to fight for the right. We wouldn't be dealing with this shit that we going through down there. We wouldn't be dealing with this shit, I'm telling you. We would not be having this shit going on in our city. And our quality of life would not be some little thing that's always up for grabs. The shit would just be on. And you would be able to live this life. Dave Bing and your Detroit City Council is setting the East Side on fire, Detroit. Excuse me. Excuse me, good people. I'll clear my throat out. That's right. And it looks like our fire department, they seem to, it seems like they've been instructed to do nothing and just let block after block after block in our city just burn down. This fire is only intensifying. This is intentional, Detroit. And you can go to do nothing and just let block after block after block in our city just burn down. This fire is only intensifying. This is intentional, Detroit. And you can go around and believe that this shit is by chance if you want to. This shit is real. This shit is by design. It's being done on purpose. And it fits right into the plan of this whole area. This area over here on the lower east side of Detroit is the very area that your Detroit City Council handed over to the Hantz Farm group for pennies on the motherfucking dollar. So that they can clear this land out and redevelop this area without the people in mind who live here, who pay the taxes here. And this is why there are those of us who will be willing to go down to council and let these folks know we know what the hell you're doing to us. There's only a few of us out here who are really of conscious mind about these issues in Detroit. Most of you, you don't have a clue. You believe what you hear on the damn news. And if you believe what the hell you hear on the goddamn news, and you believe in the goddamn tooth fairy, or better yet, you believe a goddamn pig can play a guitar in outer space. If you believe what the fuck you hear on the goddamn news lying to you all the damn time about what's going on in Detroit city government, it's nothing but corruption. And these are black people. These are black mayors, black council people, black state reps, black county execs, black every goddamn thing. And look at this fire. This is a residential area of the city of Detroit over here on the east side. It looks to be somewhere in the Van Dyke area, between Van Dyke and the boulevard, I would say. Large black community, and yes, there is a lot of abandonment over there. I hope no one is hurt or killed in this fire. God knows, I almost lost my life in one. I certainly would not want to see anybody else go through this. Will you look at this goddamn fire, people? Will you look at this? And this is beyond what ridiculous is, people. This is your city allowing for our city to burn. Now it looks like they finally put some water on it. I can finally see it, but this fire has got to be about an hour and a half old. I might be stretching it a little bit. I'm not quite sure. I believe it's been over an hour. Normally a fire is not going to take this damn long. I know what the hell I'm talking about. This is a huge ass fire. It's nothing but homes and things over here in this area where you see this fire being had. It's only homes. And so tomorrow, when this thing comes on the news, I guess they'll be talking about taking over our fire department, or just selling that land off somehow in some kind of way. I don't know, to make these people, they'll take a small area and make a brand new city around here to hurt the tax base of Detroit. Because we're here, because black people live here. You're under attack, black people. This is not about being prejudiced, but these white folk ain't in love with your black ass, you black folk out here who don't stand on black issues. When you see your people and your city being disrespected and mistreated as we are, that's not being prejudiced. That's just being real and calling a motherfucking spade a goddamn spade. It's what that is. And this is not a happy time neither. This is a very angry time, Detroit. Because what is happening to you should be making you angry. Not just me, Detroit. Everybody know who the hell I am. I'm always down here fighting issues. And being a voice for my people, for my city, for my culture. You know the good stuff in life. The things that make us us. So many of you sway so goddamn far away from your damn self, your community, your culture, and you gravitate toward other cultures. And you have such a need to be accepted by other cultures. And you're so in tune and just plain out of bound, and then took total goddamn leave of your own culture. And because of this kind of black self-hatredness, this is why you have fires like this in the city of Detroit. Where people like Dave Bean, who's way out of touch with his own damn people. Same thing for those council people down there. This fire represents large areas of our city that's being cleared out to bring other people in to push you the hell up out of here. That's what you're looking at here. This fire is being allowed to burn up large areas of our city. This is being allowed here. Our fire department could have been put this damn fire out. Just some good information from the hood that must be understood. And everything that's going on in the hood, good people, everything is not good in the hood, good people. It should be good, but it's not. Whenever we have this kind of carrying on going on in our city, everything ain't good going on in the motherfucking hood, good people. Also now I can finally hear some fire trucks around here. Oh, here come Johnny come lately. Our Johnny come lately fire trucks. They claim they're so damn broke they can't put fires out. There should be all kind of fire trucks out here. But it's all a game. And every dime that's over there in our fire department, oh, they're spending that money here and pissing that money away in the damn street on their drunken goddamn raids after they get done fucking up your damn money in Detroit. They're not using this money in our fire department to put out fires. Huge ass fire on the east side of Detroit that should have been out a long damn time ago. But this fire is only intensifying. It's only getting worse. Hey, good people, let me pause for a minute. I think I'll take a picture of it, and then I'm going to come back and give you some more of this video. Well, earlier I did take some pictures, so maybe I can stay here for a little minute. I'm almost out of time, good people. Trying to put this video here to show you all. And look, I've been out here on this balcony taking pictures all summer long. I say for a good 3 or 4 years. The arson in Detroit has gotten much worse. I'm almost ready to get in my ride and go post up over there and see what the hell the deal is over there. This fire looks like it's getting it's getting bigger by the minute. And this fire is well over an hour long. I was sitting on the phone, sitting here in my sofa here in my living room, and I just looked up and I saw those dark smoke clouds. And I knew it was a fire. The first fire I saw was closer to downtown. And now here's yet another one. And it looks like the city of Detroit is burning a whole goddamn community up over here. This has got to be multiple homes on fire here. There is nothing but homes over in that area. There are no manufacturing buildings and stuff like that. These are just regular homes, regular neighborhoods. In the very area where your city council gave this very land away to the Hantz Farm group, Hantz Farm, Hantz, It's a German-ass name. Gave them this land over here for pennies on the dollar, and they'll be ready to push all of us off of this land over here on the east side of Detroit. You ain't mad enough, Detroit. And if you're not mad enough, that means you're not being man enough and you're not being woman enough. Where the hell is your balls, men? Where the hell is your ovaries, ladies? You have a real fight on your hand, and all you ever had to do was just fight and take a damn stand, and we wouldn't be having this shit that we have going on in Detroit now. We wouldn't be having it. But I simply cannot blame the public for not knowing just what the hell is going on. If you don't know, you just don't know. But in this case, what we don't know is going to hurt us. Here we go with more intensity to this fire. It's only getting bigger. And I had to share this with you, public. I'm going to make this a wrap here, and I'm going to take a few pictures of this picture here. I took some earlier pictures. Hopefully it's coming to a close, this fire. Hopefully. But around here, any goddamn thing goes in the city of Detroit. Good old Motown Detroit is under attack. And it was never the fault of the people. Only those in power. And you damn well better believe it's Dave Bing and it's your city council and it's your no-count clerk and it's Rick SNYDER. And everybody else in between, all their friends, their so-called authority groups who preside over every city department in Detroit. And we the people, we're being kicked out of our own damn city government at our own damn expense. And this fire represents the clearing out of land by fire to burn us and push us and run us out of Detroit when we're the majority of people who are clueless of what's going on, who should be the very motherfuckers running all of these people the fuck up out of our goddamn city. But because we don't know, and what we don't know, it'll always hurt us. It'll just be us few people out here trying to take some sort of a damn real stand on these issues so that there would be none of these damn fires that you see jumping off tonight. And this is one of many fires that I've recorded and taken pictures of. Over here in my own hood, over here on the east side of Detroit, where I'm the most proud of, where I grew up at, where I had my coming of age at, where I went to high school, my old stomping grounds, where I became a man at, over here on the east side of Detroit. These streets that are all too familiar to me, the most beloved streets to me, over here in my motherfucking hood, all of my familiar places is under attack. I'm angry. I want to know, Detroit, when the hell is you going to get damn angry? When you see your own damn people, your own future, your own children's future being put in the motherfucking grab bag for outsiders to come in and take and look at you and tell you don't be mad. It's a wrap, good people. I love you, Detroit. Good night.